Welcome to the First Presbyterian Church on this beautiful morning as we gather with hope, peace, and joy this third Sunday of Advent. A special welcome to our Christ Episcopal friends and anyone else visiting with us this morning. Today we are celebrating the season with our annual Youth and Children's Christmas program, With Every Christmas Card I Make. There will be audience participation, so be prepared. When you see a poster held up, just do as it says. Let's practice. Ready? Great. We also want to welcome and thank Zach and Andy for participating in our program, for they are maybe not young in years, but young at heart. There will not be a time for prayers of the people today due to the length of the program, but you can still place your purple prayer sheets found in your pews in the offering plate to be read next Sunday. Thank you to all who went caroling last Sunday. The fellowship was enjoyed by the carolers and those we visited. Following the worship today, please join us downstairs for some hot soup on this chilly day. Donations go to Joy's Mission Trip Fund. Coming up this week, session will meet Monday night. Advent Kids will meet Wednesday night at 6:15 to 6:30 with supper provided. Also on Wednesday night at 6:30, the Advent Bible study continues at the BEO home, and on Thursday afternoon at the PW, Christmas tea will also be held at the PEO home from 1:30 to 3:30. Are there any other announcements? Let us now prepare our hearts and minds for fellowship as we joyfully light the third candle of Advent.
Today is the third Sunday in Advent, the church season where we anticipate celebrating the birth of our Savior, Jesus Christ. Our third candle represents joy. In Paul's letter to Romans chapter 15, verses 12 and 13, God's word speaks of joy. Isaiah says, "The root of Jesse will spring up, one who will arise to rule over the nations. The Gentiles will hope in him." May the God of hope fill you with all joy and peace as you trust in him, so that you may overflow with hope by the power of the Holy Spirit. Joy.
J, Jesus who brings joy to our journey.
Obey. Y, let us remain young in heart, always learning to learn more about Jesus. Please pray with us. God fills with our joy not only during Advent, but every day of the year. Amen.
Please join me in our call to worship. We celebrate Christmas once a year. We celebrate Christmas by writing Christmas cards, giving presents, and attending family get-togethers. We celebrate Christmas because God, who made us, came down to our world to let us know, whoever we are, that He is with us, Emmanuel. We celebrate Christmas because God loves each one of us. Let's share God's love, not only at Christmas, but all through the year. Christmas cards. They might bring you joy or possibly stress. Maybe you send Christmas cards, or maybe you don't. Our hope for you today is that you will think in a humorous way about events and people that make up the Christmas season, and by the end of the worship, you'll be drawn back to most of the precious gifts from God, baby Jesus, Emmanuel, and God with us. Enjoy the chaos of the season.
I think I passed you on the busy sidewalk last night. I think I caught the sadness in your eyes. Where everybody sings their happy Christmas songs tonight. All you want to do is cry. Christmas lights and decorations everywhere you turn. But all you feel inside is dark and gray. There may be joy for all the world, but is there any joy for you? Hold on, love is looking for a way. Hold on, I believe it's why love came. So I'm sending you this Christmas card to let you know somebody loves you. And I'm sending you this little song to let you know you're not alone. And I'm thinking as we celebrate how love came down, so every lost and lonely broken heart will get found. And wherever you are, I hope this Christmas card finds you and reminds you you're not alone. For everyone who's been left standing on the outside looking in. Everyone that dreams that will never come true. When the story of your life gets rewritten overnight, well, this is part of the Christmas story too. And I believe God knows, and He's right there with you. So I'm sending you this Christmas card to let you know somebody loves you. And I'm singing you this little song to let you know you're not alone. And I'm thinking as we celebrate how love came down, every lost and lonely broken heart can be found. And wherever you are, I hope this Christmas card finds you and reminds you you are not alone. You're never forgotten. The God who made you came down to our world to let us know wherever we are, He is with us, and our God is with us. And He really wants to let you know just how much He loves you. And I'm singing you this Christmas song to let you know you are not alone. And I'm thankful as we celebrate how love came down. All the lost and lonely broken hearts can be found. And wherever you are, I hope this Christmas card finds you and reminds you you are loved. You are loved.
Around December 1st, when I get Emily's 5-page, single-spaced Christmas message saying how smart and tidy everyone in her family is, I say, next year, I'm going to write everyone a card, even Emily. And then the snowball starts.
Snowball?
Yeah, you know. In June, Mary Kay says, would you mind helping with the women's group put on a little shindig around Christmas? Sure, I say. Christmas seems so far away. She did say a little shindig. Then in July, Julie Ann says that the PTA is planning a Christmas workshop at school and wonders if I can help out. Well, how could I say no to Santa? And then in August, Marlene says has this great idea, having a little Christmas gathering of all the city's residents with the last name of Smith, and wants to know if I'd mind co-hosting the event. So what started out as a little shindig in June has snowballed into Mount Everest of a month. By November 1st, I'm usually chilled out by just the thought of Christmas and refuse to write a blessed word to anyone, even Santa. But this year is different. This year, I'm going to make my cards.
Make them?
Yeah, make them.
And write them?
Make them and write them.
I'll donate $75 for a box of cards already signed.
No, I'm going to make them, and I'm even going to send one to Emily and her tidy family.
But how are you going to make them?
Easy. I'll use old Christmas cards and combine them with some new ideas.
2,000 years of Christmas cards, and you think you can come up with an original idea?
Well, maybe not. But at least it'll be personal and come with a little piece of myself in the envelope.
But what will you say? What will your message be?
Well, I'll look through some of these and get ideas. Here's one, a beautiful Christmas snow scene. Nothing more beautiful than a Christmas card of a white Christmas.
You mean nothing more ridiculous than a white Christmas. If Mary and Joseph had a white Christmas in Bethlehem, you can bet it was a hailstorm. Judea wasn't Maine or New Hampshire.
A white Christmas and angels, that would make a wonderful Christmas card.
Perfect, if you say so. How can I disagree?
If I lay back in the crunchy snow and swoosh my arms up as high as they go, and I scoot that snow down by my side, I always get a big surprise when I stand up and look to see if an angel was lying under me. Wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
I could do something fun that's associated with the season, like decorating the Christmas tree or making Christmas cookies.
Decorating the tree. Now that's a fun thought. Why, I only have joyous memories of decorating the tree. Memories like, where's the stupid burnt-out bulb anyways? Or, I'm about to rip this whole set off the tree and torch it. Or, who sat on the angel? Or, if anyone so much lays a hand on one sliver of icicle, I'm going to punch their lights out.
Maybe you're right. Maybe I won't do the Christmas tree. How about a card of Christmas cookies? That might be fun.
If I could be a Christmas cookie, I want lots of sprinkles all over me, with sparkles of green and shimmers of red.
I would want frosty icing spread oozing across my oven thin shape. Not an inch of batter would I want to escape. I'd want to be a frosted Christmas tree with sweet silver breads placed all over me, or a cheery wreath with a bow of red hearts.
Or a big jolly Santa Claus with lots of candied pieces and raisins for a sack, with an icing beard and boots, food colored black.
Maybe I could be a pretty silver bell ringing out the news to tell of Christmas birth in a stable cold.
Or possibly an angel-colored gold wearing lots of frosting tinted red and a halo upon my head.
Whatever my shape, I'd be decorated to kill, for I not only have tummy but eyes to fill. I might rather be a pointed star glazed white with glittering reds and greens shimmering bright. 'Tis the season to be jolly, and I say, what better way than a frosted Santa dashing in a sprinkled red sleigh? Yum, 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 yum.
Adios.
Maybe it would help if you thought about who you were going to send these cards to.
You mean personalize the message to whoever it's going to?
Yeah, something like that. Think of our favorite neighbors down the street, the Waldens. I like to combine the peace on earth message with the silent night message and title the card, One Night's of Peace and Quiet, then please in parentheses, followed by exclamation point.
Don't be ridiculous. The message of the card is not to get across your gripes, but to express the heart of the season.
But really, noise is the heart of the season. You can sing Silent Nights all you want, but how silent is it?
Not with all this noise, and my body aches from the trip. I look forward to the day when we can write all of our tax stuff down in a scroll and send it to the tax bureau. Wouldn't that be nice?
It sure sounds wonderful. I know I could have skipped this trip. What a journey. And then to have our baby born so far away from home and in such a not so best Eastern hotel.
So far away from the special crib I made for him.
Born into this noisy world. We even had to empty the animal food out of the manger so he'd have a place to rest.
Funny, a carpenter's son ends up in a crude manger. I won't tell if you won't.
With that huge light hovering above our head, I doubt if we can keep it a secret.
Probably not. Oh well. The promise of his birth was a surprise, and the style of which he came a surprise. My guess is that we're in for a few more surprises before it's all over.
I think you're right. It's funny, all the noise I hear still can't compete with the deep silence I feel.
Noisy surroundings, but a beautiful night of quiet peace.
Begin again.
Stay. You stole my spot. Scoot over.
I have an idea for a card.
What is it, dear?
A generic Christmas card.
Oh, Brian, I thought you were being serious.
I am. It could read, extra crosses of color and printing have been avoided. This card is suitable for everyday Christmas season use. Appearance, depending on the post office, may vary. It may appear before Christmas or arrive sometime immediately thereafter. Happy holidays/holidays.
Now, I am totally serious about this, and you're messing me up. When you think about it, the most fun part of the season is presents. I could decorate each card like a present.
Presents.
Presents.
It's not what they are as much as what they might be.
A unicorn. A Morgan car. A Morgan car.
Presents.
Presents.
It's not the thought of the giver that counts so much, but the thoughts of the receiver that keeps on counting.
Under the bed, of course.
Wait, what? I bet my mom spent $50 on Ruby and a whopping $5 on me.
Mary has 7, Jimmy 10, and I only have 4.
Presents.
Presents.
It's not getting what you want so much as finding it before they wrap it.
Under the bed, of course.
In the attic. I nearly killed myself. In my dad's sock drawer. I don't want it anymore.
I know it's in the trunk. I just can't find the key.
Presents.
Presents.
The wise men brought them, and so it has seemed a wise idea from the beginning to give presents.
If Aunt Mabel gives me another plastic souvenir from North Dakota, I'll just die.
This year I want something educational like my own DVDs so I can watch National Geographic specials before I go to sleep. Of course, if the Goonies is in the video store, I might rent it and watch it after I finish the specials.
Maybe I could give Dad the newest game. If he doesn't want to play, I'm sure I could get David to play it with me.
Since it is more blessed to give than receive, I won't be selfish this year. I'll let others have the blessing they can give to me, and I'll bear the burden of receiving.
Presents.
Presents.
Presents come with different meanings from different people with different definitions.
Present. Something you say to let them know you're here.
Present tense, the nervous feeling what is currently inside the box.
Presence of mind, the present you just can't stop thinking about, like a CD, like an Xbox and a color TV console you want at the foot of your bed.
Present past, the tie you keep giving your dad, even though it changes patterns and sometimes the color, goes in the same box with the same ribbon on it, and he always says the same thing. Oh, buddy, you shouldn't have.
Presents.
Presents.
The presents of the Magi were a way to say, I recognize that this birth is the birth of the Christ. And so our presents continue to this day to say, I recognize the divine in you, the good you bring to me throughout the year.
I made it myself.
It took all my allowance and then some, but I knew it was just what you needed.
I was afraid you wouldn't like it, but I risked it anyway.
It's not much, but it took all I had and said everything I wanted to say.
Presents.
Presents.
Presents come in all shapes and sizes and all sorts of price tags, but they still seem to speak with one voice, one message.
I love you. I broke my bat on Johnny's chair. Somebody snitched on me. I was in my sister's bed. Somebody snitched on me. I spilled some milk on Mommy's head. Somebody told me he's a bug. But some dog. Somebody snitched on me. I'm not getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and Daddy are mad. I'm getting nothing for Christmas. 'Cause I ain't been nothing but bad. Somebody snitched on me. Not in Susie's hair. Somebody snitched on me. I did a dance on Mommy's square. I climbed a tree under my pants. In a sugar bowl with ants. Somebody snitched on me. I'm getting nothing for Christmas. Mommy and Daddy are mad. I'm getting nothing for Christmas. 'Cause I ain't been nothing but bad.
Presents aren't a bad idea, but then there are so many beautiful nativity scenes with the angels, creche, and the shepherds.
That's it. We could send a card showing Christmas by committee. You could have little elves and the like in different groups with a subtitle. Long-range paper committee, Christmas council wrap-up, Christmas editing committee, and the communications committee.
Sure, what a sweet, thoughtful message. How many committees does it take to wrap a present? You're making me tired, Brian.
Really, June, when you think about it, Christmas was done by committee. There's the publicity committee of the angels, the welcome committee of the shepherds, the attending committee of the animals, and the gifting committee of the magi.
So you think of a title like Christmas by committee, the publicity committee, and then a picture of the angels, huh?
Not a bad idea when you think about it.
Okay, guys, we've got a virgin birth here of the Son of God ready to arrive any day. We still don't have a good marketing plan. How are we going to get the word out?
How about a 30-second spot in front of the temple with an announcement, your lives about to change for the good?
You got to think of your audience, Higgins. The last thing you want to do is threaten the religious leaders with competition. We got to reach the right people with the right message.
How about a spontaneous series of miracles? How about a spontaneous series of miracles?
But how will the people connect the miracle to the birth of this baby?
How about a search tour that sweeps the sky with its light with a red carpet to the fancy inn where the special couple is staying?
Higgins, where have you been? Didn't you hear? Their reservations got mixed up and there's nowhere else to stay except for in a stable.
Stable? Good God. Excuse me, we can't do a big promotional pitch for a baby born in the stable. We'd be laughed at in front of the whole marketplace.
Precisely. That's the whole reason we got this project dumped on us. No big Shaw angel would touch it. It's tricky business. Gabriel had the easy part. Now we got to figure out a way to reach the hearts of the people without becoming the laughingstock of the industry and without threatening the king or the Pharisees.
I really like the torch idea, light associating with the world-class premiere. Something never seen before.
But you don't see. It's not just another Moses Spielberg production. This is a low-budget event. On the other hand, could change the course of human history.
We could take some clouds, shape them into letters, and then color them with the sunset, announcing the king has been born.
Too unreliable. I've got it. How about a star that is brighter than any star man has seen before, and we essentially hang it over the stable where the baby is to be born? Those who understand the heavenly message will immediately know what has taken place. Those who are not ready to know will only be impressed with the brightness of the light and take no destructive action.
Brilliant idea, Archibella. No pun intended. We could pass out leaflets saying a star is born this night in Bethlehem.
No. This has got to be full of quite significance. The child must have space to grow, and man must have time to make room in his heart.
But we still have to reach the people somehow.
If it's a stable you've got, you'll only get stable keepers to come.
That's it. We'll go to the people who understand the beauty of a birth that takes place among animals. We'll go to the shepherds and tell them.
Yes, that's it. But don't tell it. Let's sing it.
Oh, not me. I took harp lessons just so I wouldn't get stuck singing at every heavenly event.
I'm afraid we're all in this together, Higgins. But let's come up with our jingle. What is it we really want to say?
I've got it. Something like, you better watch out, you better not cry.
No, Archibella. He's not here to make a man worry about whether they've been good or not. He's here to bring the highest peace they know, peace of the heart.
That's our message then. Glory to the God in the highest, and on earth peace to men upon whom his favors rest.
Okay, I like that. But maybe I should go ahead of you and let the shepherds know the whens and wherefores, and then we'll all cluster together and sing our song.
What a wild promotional idea. Take it to the shepherds and let them pass the word along.
It'll be a grassroots movement.
We're not pitching this to the sheep, you know.
Very funny, but the fact remains, tell it simply to the simple. A heart and the message will be heard around the world.
What a strategy, and now I've got to practice my voice. Gloria.
Hi, golly, Higgins. I think you got it.
Angels we have heard on high, sweetly singing over plains, and the mountains in reply, echoing our joy strange. Gloria in excelsis Deo. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Now, how about a Far Side card?
Now that surely captures the season.
It could be a Santa Claus, and he could be coming down the aisle, and he could be...
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
I think I like your Christmas by committee better than your Far Side idea.
You mean my welcome committee idea of shepherds?
Well, it's an improvement from your better gardening Santa Claus.
A story not often told, but well known among those who are in the know, is the story of the 4 good shepherds. And the 1 evil cow herder. You see, when the shepherds were tending their sheep that fateful night, John Jehoshaphat was spying on the shepherds.
I've got it. I'll beat them to the stable, and I'll be known through the ages as a cowherder who greeted the newborn king.
Now I don't think we should rush over there, boys. The mother's probably tired out, and we need to spend a few days coming up with a special welcoming message.
No, oh no. Can you imagine singing a cowherder in the field where he spied?
As the evil cowherder got up to leave, the shepherds heard a crackle.
Crack.
Crack, crack, crack. While most human beings would not have heard the noise, this was a band of the best herders in the land. They instantly knew that old Jehoshaphat had heard the news as well.
No cowherder's gonna move faster than us, because when it comes to messages, we're bad.
Okay, let's get going.
Josaphat ran his heart out, but the 4 good shepherds were right behind him.
I'm the best, so I'll get there first.
But the first was to be last, and the last was to be first, for there was a plan. The evil cowherder got to the stable first, but his mind froze at the door, and he was struck with what he was. He was, as they say, struck dumb.
What will I say? 77 years ago. No. How about when in the course of human events? No.
Remember the message, boys.
The shepherds walked past a confused Jehoshaphat and walked to where Mary and Joseph and the baby were. They fell to their knees and said,
"We have heard the glad tidings. We make room in our hearts, peace and goodwill to all."
With that, Jehoshaphat knew there was nothing he could do but return to his cows, for there was no real message in his herder heart, only bull. And so, unto this day, is the shepherd's welcome, we recall, when they raced to the stable and told Mary and Joseph what the angels had said. The world's greatest moment touched their lives, and so their rejoicing continues to this day.
There's a star in the east on the Christmas morn. It will lead to the place where Christ was born.
Do we go back?
If you take a good heed to the angel's words, rise up, shepherd, and follow. You forget your flocks, you forget your herds. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow, follow. Rise up, shepherd, and follow. Follow the star of Bethlehem. Rise up, shepherd, and follow.
Really, this Christmas by committee idea is inspired. You could have a collector series and every year send a different committee. You know, like the first year is the publicity committee, the next year is the welcoming committee, and the third year is the attending committee.
Why do I think I'm not going to get to do my cards until you unload all your sarcasm you can onto my ideas? So, an attending committee of animals, is it?
Okay. Let's get these committees together. Where's the attending committee? All right. You guys know what job number 1 is, right?
Get this out. Right, we must keep the baby safe.
Right. Now, what are we going to do if the robber tries to break in and hurt the baby? Mr. Cow?
I have horns. I'll run after the robber.
Mr. Snakes?
Hiss.
Mrs. Unicorns?
Then maybe he will get the point to leave us alone.
Mrs. Bunny? Mrs. Sheep?
I could scold to them and tell them how bad they were.
Okay, should we try it?
Hey.
I have an idea. Instead of scaring the bad people away with mean sounds, maybe we could bring good people to the bad baby by playing special songs.
Not a bad idea, Mrs. Sheep.
Now, I like stars and bells and winter wonderland scenes.
And let me guess, and snowflakes on eyelashes and these...
Is nothing sacred to you? Are you still rolling over the Christmas by committee cards in your mind?
All right, hear me out. Here's my last and greatest idea. The gift committee.
Wise guys, that's what we are, not wise men, like we're supposed to be. Why can't we come up with one gift idea we can all agree on?
There are lots of wise men in our order, but we, the most unbirdlike of them all, are supposed to stick together as of one feather and come up with a perfect gift. It's hopeless.
That's because you're both being totally foolish about this whole thing. A wind-up donkey cart with birds that whirl overhead is a perfect gift for a baby.
This is not just any baby. This is the one we have been waiting for. You don't rush in with a cute little stuffed toy or a wind-up gadget for this holiest of all babies.
Bathsar is right. You don't give cute toys to the King of Kings. You give him the kingliest of all gifts. You give him gold.
What's a baby going to do with gold, I ask? King or no king, babies like toys. I say that a gadget is a better gift than gold any day of the week.
The point is, we're not trying to come up with the most entertaining gift or the most expensive kingly gift. We're trying to deliver a message that says, you are the one we have waited so long for. Welcome.
The point is, this is our golden opportunity.
There he goes again on his gold kick.
Our golden opportunity to impress on those closest to the future king what we can give, and maybe a favor or two will pass our way.
Gifts with strings are not gifts at all, but gifts with gadgets last at least a couple of days, sometimes even weeks.
But a gadget for a week is a weak gift, gadget or not. We want to make a strong statement of welcome to the child.
Gold is of lasting value and is recognized by every country as a world-class gift.
But where's the heart in your gift of gold?
What a challenge. What do we do? Give a baby who has nothing in the world but is everything the world has ever dreamed of. How do you say welcome and honor the mission you have come to the earth with?
Your words sound wiser than I expected from a gadget-fixated mind like yours.
They don't call me word-wise for nothing.
Maybe it's not the monetary value of gold that is so important, but the fact that it is symbolic of a king and that it says what we want to say. You shall rule the world.
I think you have found the heart in your gift of gold, but I'm not sure it's what I want to say. I guess I'm thinking of bringing him myrrh.
You mean mirth, like in laughter?
No, I mean as in the embalming ointment used to preserve the dead body.
But why, Blaster? Why a reminder of death at a birth?
Has he not died to his kingdom with God so he can come to the kingdom of man? And will he not have to die again to bring the two kingdoms closer together? Myrrh will say, long live your death among us.
Aw, then I know what I will bring him.
A G.I. Joseph with a slingshot that shoots real pebbles?
No, I will bring him frankincense.
And incense?
Not just any incense, frankincense, that burns white with a fragrant odor. For he is true Son of God, whose spirit burns a white flame and leaves a fragrant odor wherever it is chanced upon.
What a combination! Gold, myrrh, and frankincense. The world at first glance is going to wonder if we had a wise thought in our heads. It's not exactly a combination you'd see in Herod's gift catalog, but I think it says just what we need it to say. Let us now present our gifts to God.
We saw a star and followed it from the east. We've come so far to get here. We held one hope that we might find a king. How could we know that he would be God with us? Emmanuel, come to us. The King of Israel abides with us. In this little boy who could know we'd find the eternal one born into time. This baby child is God with us. We brought him gold and frankincense and myrrh, when riches untold he left behind. We brought our best to celebrate a king who led his throne so he could be God with us.
Emmanuel, come to us. The King of Israel abides with us. In this little boy who could know we'd find all the mysteries somehow intertwined. This baby child is God with us. In all our wisdom we came to seek a king. But how do you prepare to meet the Lord? In all my wildest hopes I thought I dreamed what the star was truly pointing toward. Who the star is truly shining for. Star of wonder, star of might, star with royal beauty bright, westward leading, still proceeding, guide us to thy perfect light.